What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Captain Shreds from Shreds Capital, and I'm very excited to bring you guys another DeFi Kingdom update. In this one, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a lot of what you can do to prepare yourselves for the upcoming DeFi Kingdom expansion to Avalanche, and some tips and tricks, some websites that you guys can utilize to help enhance your earning in the game. So if you guys are interested in that, stick around, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So for those that are familiar with my channel on my YouTube, I've posted 2 videos before about DeFi Kingdoms. So if you guys don't know what DeFi Kingdoms is, go check it out. One of the videos I explained how I turned $250 into over 30 grand. So I highly recommend you check that out. It's a good overview of what DeFi Kingdom is and why I'm so bullish on it. Before we begin, I just want to share with you guys my Twitter account. You guys can go ahead and follow me here at Captain Shreds if you guys are interested. I just kind of mess around and post pretty much everything crypto, NFTs, DeFi. So go ahead and give me a follow. So if you guys have watched my previous videos, you know I've expressed how I feel about play-to-earn games and why I think they are one of the greatest investments you can make currently in the crypto space in terms of ROI, right? And it's because of how innovative and disruptive the play-to-earn game model is to the current gaming industry. And by far, my biggest bag, for play-to-earn games is DeFi Kingdom. And so far, it's been my biggest return on investment as well. Let's dive into the video. Let's start off talking about the major announcement that they made, right? The one we're all excited for. The team did publicly announce that DeFi Kingdom's Crystal Veil is coming to the Avalanche blockchain. This is, the first of many chains that they're going to expand to, and this is their plan to bring more players to DeFi Kingdom. And they're not doing it by forcing people to come to the Harmony network to play DeFi Kingdom, but they're doing it by bringing DeFi Kingdom to the players, right? Avalanche has over 100,000 users, so you can imagine, how big this is, right? And how big this is for the Jewel token as well in regards to utility. So like I mentioned, it is going to be its own realm, so its own world, right, called Crystal Veil. It's going to have new art, new NFTs, right? So starting from zero again. So that's a good opportunity for you guys to get in early if you guys weren't able to get a Gen 0 in Harmony on the Harmony DFK. And it's also going to have a new token as well called Crystal, right here. And it's going to be a quarter of the supply of Jewel. So, and it's not going to take any utility away from Jewel token. It's actually only going to increase the Jewel utility because Jewel token is used to acquire Crystal early on. And it is launching Q1 of 2022. So I highly recommend you guys watch out for this. Utilize the timestamps below and go ahead and skip to whatever you guys want to skip to. All right, guys, tip number 1. I'm going to be giving you guys, I think around 5 or 6 tips. So the first tip that I have for you guys, accumulate Jewel and use it wisely, right? Have a strategy and a plan for what you're going to do, what you're going to use it for, and how you're going to use it. The Jewel token utility is only going to increase, like I just mentioned, and the Jewel token has the biggest utility in the game, right? So keep that in mind. This whole ecosystem is run on Jewel. Jewel will have a significant role in acquiring Crystal. Single stake your Jewel and get Crystal in return. All right, guys, the second tip strategy that I have for you guys is to stake your Jewel in the bank. Right now, this one's kind of like a no-brainer. Some of you guys may already be doing this, but it's just good to keep in mind that staking your Jewel in the bank not only will give you a third of the generated trading fees, but it will also qualify you for future airdrops coming, because they take snapshots of the wallets and incentivize you to stake. So they'll give you airdrops. It's pretty much free money that you guys are getting from staking your Jewel in the bank, right? And then on top of that, you're getting a certain APY as well. Now I wanted to share with you guys this website by someone on the internet. We don't know who it is, but I think he's Japanese, because I can actually understand some of what he's saying here. But you can see the current bank APR is like around 49%, and this is an amazing tool. This is so great because you can actually see, what the APR is and how it fluctuates over time. So I'm going to leave a link down in the description below if you guys want to use this. So go check it out. So before I mention the next strategy for you guys, I'm going to tell you guys what my current strategy is really quickly. I'm currently LPing, providing liquidity in the farm and the Jewel in one, and specifically the Jewel in one farm, because I do this because I'm bullish on both the Jewel token and the Harmony One token. And if you provide two tokens that you think will appreciate closely in value, it will actually minimize your impermanent loss, right? Because the difference won't be as big between the pricing for the two tokens. So I'm currently earning 850%. I claim my rewards once a week to minimize the fees that you get for claiming, and then I throw my unlocked rewards straight into the bank to stake. Another tip that I have for you guys: be early and be ready, right? Have liquidity ready for when Crystal Veil launches in Q1 of 2022. Because when it launches, I bet you it's going to be huge, right? Because there's really no risk involved, because DeFi Kingdoms is already so successful, right? And there's players, and there's going to be more players now, right, from the Avalanche community and players from the Harmony community bridging over their assets into Crystal Veil when it launches. So just recommendation, be ready for that. Be ready to bridge over your Jewel or your NFTs and take advantage of the arbitrage opportunities, right? In crypto, it's all about being early, and the earlier you are, the bigger your rewards will be. The next alpha that I have for you guys is to get your hands on a Generation 0 HERE NFT if possible. Now, I know that's a no-brainer, but I just had to mention it because the utility and the value is only going to increase. There's going to be future airdrops for the Gen 0 holders mentioned in the AMA. And you will also be able to summon and breed over into different realms, right? It's, the Generation 0 is a no-brainer, like I said. We've seen OG Axie Infinity and OG Crypto Kitties, like the Generation 0s, go for crazy amounts. Crystal Veil will have their own Generation 0s, so look out for that and do your best to try to get that, because that's going to be huge, right? It's going to have its own art. It's going to be all new again, so you have a chance to get them. Okay, another tip that I have for you guys. We've seen with the new update, there's an inventory box now. You can see that there's all these new in-game items that you can get from fishing and foraging. Okay, now you have the option to sell this in the marketplace to the vendor, right? You can sell this for gold, and you can use the gold to buy more in-game items, right? And especially this golden pet egg, which looks very, very interesting. This looks really cool. But I highly recommend you guys don't sell your in-game items, right? Because there's not utility for them yet. Like, yes, you can sell them for gold, but we don't really know what the utility is for them. And obviously there is utility, right? Like, eventually you'll be able to make other in-game items, I think, like armor or whatnot. So I recommend you wait until we find out what they can be used for. And also, I want to share this tweet by Flu, who is on the DeFi Kingdoms team. So obviously this guy knows what he's talking about. So this is what he says. He says, I see people doing this mainly on Reddit, but I'm going to give some very rare advice about quests in DeFi Kingdom. Alpha incoming. Don't farm quests and dump into the existing LPs to try to play to earn in that way. Wait until you see in-game use cases for the items. Accumulation time now. Guys, last tip, advice that I have for you guys: take advantage of the arbitrage opportunities, right? Now that there is a marketplace for these NFTs, now that there is, a lot of volume for Jewel token, there's going to be a lot of arbitrage opportunities that you guys can take advantage of and earn more in the game, right? Besides what you can do already right now. And I think this is actually a better way to earn more, because you're you're making the money because the market is always fluctuating up and down, right? People are going to panic. If you look at the Jewel token, people are always panicking, selling, and in correlation to the Jewel price going down, the NFT prices are going to go down too. And you can take advantage of these swings in the market. And I'm going to show you guys a very useful tool called DFK Tavern, DFKtavern.com. I've showed this in my previous video. It's created by proud Gen 3 wizard living in DeFi Kingdom. So go check them out on Twitter. Shout out to these guys for making such a great, useful tool to track Jewel price, the NFT floor price, and some other in-game items as well. And I'll leave a link down in the description below for you guys to use this. So you guys want to utilize this kind of tool built by the community. And based on that, there's a lot of, this is great. This is valuable information. So you can see the hero floor in the pink, and you can see the Jewel price as well. You can see there's like a slight correlation. It's pretty kind of like close to it. And at this point, like if you bought like the floor of the heroes here a couple days ago, they were at 30. And a couple days later, here they are at like 60. Guys, like you could make a 100% gain. All right, guys, that pretty much wraps up everything, all the tips and strategies that I have for you guys. I know some of these were like no-brainers, maybe some were things that you guys were already doing, but it's good to hear it again and keep in mind, right? Because along the way, you can get distracted, and it's easy to lose the vision. But so if you guys are worried that you are late, I promise you that you are not. This is only the beginning for DeFi Kingdom as a multi-chain game. And, I know the barrier to entry is a little high now, right? You need a little more money to get started. But I do think that the ROI over the long run could be huge, like it has proven to me. And just keep in mind, the game just came out less than 4 months ago, right? And I know the crypto space moves fast, but 4 months is really not that long. It's not that long for a game that's trying to accomplish something as big as this. All right, guys, that pretty much wraps up the video. I hope you guys learned something new to potentially earn more in the game. I'm going to continue to make more DeFi Kingdom videos, so stay tuned for more if you guys are interested. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.